The US dollar continues to gain momentum despite the extremely weak data on unemployment claims in the United States, as well as upbeat data on retail sales in the euro area. True, the final data on service sector activity in the euro area turned to be slightly worse than the flash reading of 28.4. The Eurozone Services PMI fell to 26.4 from 52.6. However, amid the reduction in the overall level, the difference is not so significant. There is a similar situation in Great Britain. The UK Services Purchasing Managers Index slipped to 34.5 from 53.2, while economists predicted a decrease to 35.7. However, the decline in indexes could not affect the market since investors had already taken into account the preliminary estimates. The market is awaiting the release of the US Labor Department report, which is very important amid an unprecedented number of jobless claims. Unfortunately, the forecasts are gloomy. In addition to the fact that the unemployment rate is expected to increase to 4%, the number of jobs may decrease by 150,000. Equally important is the average weekly working hours, which may be reduced. This means that the country will face mass layoffs, while the remaining employers will be transferred to part-time work. Therefore, they are at risk of losing their jobs at any moment, falling into the ranks of the unemployed. The average hourly earnings are anticipated to decline as well. In other words, the picture is pretty dismal. Moreover, the actual data may be worse than expected. After all, these same forecasts have not been revised after yesterday's release of the unemployment claims data. Nevertheless, the US dollar is still gaining ground against this background. Many investors assume that given the situation in the United States, it will become increasingly critical in other countries of the world, so traders will most likely choose to focus on a less risky instrument. The euro-dollar pair continued to move in a downward trend, having passed over 300 pips since the beginning of the trading week. It's quite clear that investors do not want to risk. That's why they prefer the US dollar as a safe haven asset. If the price consolidates below 1.0775, it will go down further towards the level of 1.07, 1.0650. For 4 trading days, the pound-dollar pair has traded in a sideways trend in the range of 1.2280, 1.2380, 1.2480. The volatility in this area was inferior to that of the euro-dollar pair, which rarely happens. In the early European session, traders made an attempt to break through the lower border of the pair's sideways movements. Therefore, if the price consolidates below 1.2240, the pair is likely to continue its downward trend, moving towards the level of 1.2150 and 1.2000. That's all for now. We keep monitoring the financial market situation. Subscribe to our channel and keep abreast of the latest events. See you soon.